So in this video, we are going to learn how to send emails from a new row in Google Sheets table. So let's take an example that I have created a table using Google Sheets table. And in this table, I'm adding the details of my new lead and also adding the details of the person, my team member to whom I'm assigning this lead. Now I want that whenever I add the new lead and assign it to the team members, the data of that complete row, that complete lead should be sent to my team members as an email. So we are going to see how you can automate this process. And after setting up this automation, as we are going to add a new row of data in our Google Sheets table, automatically the same data will be sent to my team members. The data of the same lead will be sent to my team members from my Gmail account as an email. So if you want to learn how you can set up this automation all by yourself, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is the Google Sheet in which I have created this Google Sheets table. So just for an example, let's say I'm adding the details of my lead, my new leads in this sheet. So I'm adding the name, email address, their phone number, source of the lead status, and a note related to that. And also in the last column, I'm assigning these leads to my team members, that which team member will follow up on which particular lead. Now I want that whenever I assign a lead to a team member in this Google Sheet, I want to send the details of the lead as an email to that same team member as well. So here I will be selecting the team member over here. Now to do this, what we have to do, we have to basically connect this table from our Google Sheet with our Gmail account, because using our Gmail account, we will be sending the emails with the lead details to our team members. And to do this, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration platform. And using Pabbly Connect, we are going to create this kind of automation. Now you must be thinking, what is this Pabbly Connect and how you can access it? So to access Pabbly Connect, just go to your browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect. And here you can see we will reach to Pabbly Connect's landing page. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up free. Now, if you are new to Pabbly, by clicking on this sign up free button, you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you're an existing Pabbly user, just click on sign in. After signing in, we will reach to this All Apps page of Pabbly. And here we just have to click on Access Now below Pabbly Connect. And after clicking on Access Now, we will reach to Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And here we have to create an automation workflow. Click on this Create Workflow button and give this workflow a name. Let's say I'll name it as Google Sheets Table to Gmail. You can basically give any other name of your choice. I'm naming it as Google Sheets Tables to Gmail. Then just select the folder of your Pabbly Connect account in which you want to create this automation workflow and click on Create. And as we click on Create, here you can see the automation workflow will open in front of us. And in this workflow, we can see two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Google spreadsheet or our Google Sheets tables with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. So that whenever we add a new row of data, a new lead details and assign that lead to any of our team member in this Google Sheets table, automatically the data of that new row from this Google Sheets table should be sent to Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow should trigger. After that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to send the same data to Gmail, and using Gmail, we are going to send the details of a new lead added in this Google Sheets table to our team members to whom we have assigned that particular lead on their email address. So let's see how it is done. Here in Trigger step in Choose App, search for Google Sheets. Just select it. After selecting Google Sheets in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as New or Updated Spreadsheet Row. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. And using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our Google spreadsheet table with Pabbly Connect and send the data. And to add this webhook URL in our Google Sheets, we just have to follow the instructions given below over here. Just copy the webhook URL from here and go to your Google spreadsheet where we have created this Google Sheets table. After coming to this table, coming to the sheet, go to Extensions, Add-ons and click on Get Add-ons. And after clicking on Get Add-ons, we will reach to Google Workspace Marketplace. Here in Search app, we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks, Pabbly, Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Now here you will notice that Pabbly Connect Webhooks, this add-on is already installed in my Google Sheets. You just have to install this same add-on into your own Google Sheets account, and after installing it, just refresh your Google Sheets once. This is a very important step. After refreshing our Google Sheet, once again we'll just go to extensions, and after coming to extensions, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and you can see this option of initial setup. Click on initial setup. After clicking on initial setup, this box will appear in front of us, and it is basically asking us three different things. First one is selected sheet, that the data of a new row from which sheet we want to send to Pabbly Connect. Now in this Google spreadsheet, I have only one sheet named as sheet 1. That's why by default it has selected sheet 1. Then it is asking us for the webhook URL. Now it is obvious that we have to enter the exact same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us. Just copy it from here and then paste it over here. Then after that, it is asking us for the trigger column. Now you must be thinking, what is this trigger column? So trigger column is basically the last data entry column in our Google Sheet in which we are entering any data. So let me show you in this Google spreadsheet, column G is going to be my trigger column because it is the last column in which I am going to enter any data. After column G, in any of the column, none of my data does not exist. So here in this initial setup window, we are going to add the webhook URL over here, and we are going to select the trigger column as column G. Let me paste the webhook URL once again and column G as our trigger column. After entering the webhook and trigger column, just click on submit. Now when we click on submit, it is showing us that the setup is configured successfully. Now close this window, once again go to extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and select this option of send on event. By selecting send on event, we are telling this Google Sheet, we are telling this add-on that whenever data in a new row is added till our trigger column, immediately, instantly send that data to Pabbly Connect. Now here in this Google spreadsheet, you will notice that we have all the headers in row number 1. So while adding any table in this Google spreadsheet, just make sure that all the headers of your table are in row number 1 and you start entering the data in your Google Sheets tables from row number 2. This is very important to do. Also, the trigger column right now is empty. So we have selected column G as our trigger column, and here in row number 2, you can see we have the details of the lead. But we haven't assigned this lead to any of my team members. The column G, trigger column, is empty. And here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, you will notice it is showing us waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some response of a new lead of a new row of data from Google Sheets. So here you can see we have the details of the lead, but we don't have the data in trigger column. That's why the data of this row is not sent to Pabbly Connect. And as I'm going to enter any data in our trigger column, immediately the data of that complete row will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here what I'm going to do, I'll just enter the details, enter or assign this lead to one of my team member named as test user. So this is my team member to whom I'm assigning this lead, and as I assign this lead to any team member in my Google Sheet, you will see immediately the data of this complete row will be sent. This complete lead will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So we'll come to a Pabbly Connect workflow, and yes, here in the trigger step, you can see we have received the response, and in this response, you can see the details of the exact same row. We have the same trigger column, column G, which we have selected. Then you can see we have the same status of the lead as hot lead. So here you can see we have the status as hot lead. Then after that, we have the name and the ID of the spreadsheet. We have the source as website. So we have entered the source as website over here. Here you can see. Then we have the sheet name. Then after that, we have the sheet ID. Also, you will notice that we have the phone number and notes over here. So we have the same note and the phone number. Then after that, here you can see the name of the person demo user, email address of the person of the lead, and also the email address of the team member to whom we have assigned this lead. So this means the data of the complete row is sent to Pabbly Connect. This means the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed, where we have successfully sent the data of a new row from our Google Sheets table to our Pabbly Connect automation workflow. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to send an email to the same team member to whom we have assigned the lead. And we want to send the details of this lead in that email. So we have received the email address of the person. As we have selected any contact on each person over here in this drop down, the email address of the same contact is added over here. And then the data of the complete row is sent. Now to send the email, we will just scroll down, come to this action step. And here in choose app, we will search for Gmail and select it. After selecting Gmail, in action event from the drop down, select the action event as send email. So I'm going to use the latest action, send email version 2 v2. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our Gmail account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just select add new connection and click on this connect with Gmail button. Then in this pop-up window, select the Gmail account from which you want to send the email. Then just scroll down and click on allow. And as we click on allow, you will see our Gmail account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the recipient email address. That who is the recipient of this email, to whom we are sending this email. So we want to send this email to a team member to whom we have assigned this lead. So here you can see we have assigned to users email address over here received from Google Sheets table inside Pabbly Connect. So what we have to do, from this trigger step response of Google Sheets, we have to add or send the email address of this team member to this Gmail action step. And to do this, we are going to use a process called mapping. And the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field of recipient email address, and here in this drop-down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Google Sheets of a new row being added in our Google Sheets table. Out of all of these responses, select the response of the email address of our team member to whom we want to send the email, and it will be mapped. In this way, whatever email address we are going to enter in our Google Sheets table in this assign to column, to the same person, to the same email address, or to the same team member, the email will be sent. Then it is asking us CC or BCC. So if you want to add someone in CC or BCC of this email, you can enter their email addresses over here. And you can enter multiple email addresses by separating them with the comma. But right now, I don't want to send or enter any email address in CC or BCC. Then it is asking us send email address, sender email address. So in my Gmail account, I have two sender email address over here. So I want to use this particular account, this particular email address to send the email. So I'm selecting it. Then it is asking us sender name. So here in sender name, I want to enter the name as Pabbly Connect. You can basically enter any sender name. By any name, you can send this email. I want to send the email by the name of Pabbly Connect. The email subject line is, for example, new lead received or new lead assigned. This is the subject line I want to add. Now after this, it is asking us for the reply to email. Now if you want to receive the replies from the user to some other email address, you can enter that email address as reply to email. But right now I don't want to add any reply to email, so we can just ignore this field. Then it is asking us email content type. So here we have two options, plain or HTML. I'm going to just create a plain email right now. If you want, you can create any email type as per your choice. You can enter an HTML body of an email as well in this email content field. And here in the field of email content, I'm going to actually create the body of the email which I want to send. So I want my body to be hello. So these are the details of the lead which we are entering in our Google Sheet over here, and the same details of the lead we are going to enter or mention in this email address. So in front of name, I want to mention the name of the lead. So from Google Sheet responses, from this drop down, I'm going to select the response of the name of the lead and map it. Then in front of email, I'm going to map the email address of the lead, and we are going to use the same process of mapping for rest of the details as well. In this way, any data which we get from Google Sheets table over here, we can basically map any data over here in this Gmail's email body. Now after source, we want to select the status over here, it is status, and at last, let's map the response of node. Here it is. Kindly do the follow up. Thank you. Regards. So this is just a simple email, a plain email which I have created, some rough or dummy email. You can basically create any kind of email body as per your choice and enter any details from your Google Sheets table in that email body, and the same details will be sent. Now, if you want, you can also add the name of the lead in the subject line. So let's say I want the subject line to be new lead assigned, and after a hyphen, I want to mention the name of the lead over here. So I'll just map the response of the name of the lead, and the name of the lead will be mentioned in the subject line which we are going to send. Now here, after creating the email content and mapping all the details, if you want, you can send some kind of attachments as well. Right now, we are not receiving any attachments, so we are just going to keep this field of file name and attachment as blank. Then it is asking us label ID. So in label ID from this drop down, I want to add this email to important, trash, spam, or which particular label, which particular category in my Gmail account I want to sort this label. So I want to keep it in important. So I'm selecting important over here. And then it is asking us for the signature. So I will be adding the signature from my Gmail account, my email signature as well. Like right now, I have only one email signature, that is this which we are selecting. So after entering all the details and mapping all the data, just click on this save and send test request button. And as we click on save and send test request, here you can notice that we are going to receive some response over here. And the response is received. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the email body which we have created over here, this email is being sent to the same person, to the same team member to whom we have assigned this lead in our Google spreadsheet. So let's check it. We will just go to the Gmail account of this person to whom we have sent this email, to whom we have assigned this lead. So we'll just go to Gmail account, and yes, here you can see on this account from Pabbly Connect, from the same sender name which we have added in this Gmail action step over here, from the same name, the email is received by that person. The subject line is new lead assigned demo user. So we have the name of the lead and new lead assigned as a subject line. And as we open this email here, you can see the same email which we have created in Pabbly Connect with all the details of the lead from our Google spreadsheet tables. The same email is sent. Hello, you have been assigned a new lead. We have the details of the same lead. And also it is having a message, kindly do the follow-up. And thank you, regards, the same message. Also, if you see this, you can see the message is sent to the same person to whom we have assigned the lead in Google Sheets tables. This means the automation between Google Sheets table and Gmail which we have created using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. Now after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. For that, we'll just go to a Google spreadsheet and we are going to enter the details of a new user. For example, the name of this lead is Pabbly Test. This is the name, just a dummy name which I'm going to enter. test123@pabblytools.com. This is the lead's email address. This is a dummy mobile number which I'm entering. The source is, for example, other. The status is warm lead. Notice we are testing this automation in real time. This is the note which I'm adding over here, just for the reference. And also I'm going to add this lead, assign this lead to one of my team members named as dummy user, for example. So this is dummy user. I'll just select this email and assign this lead to this particular person. And as I assign this lead to this particular team member, we will see immediately, instantly within seconds, the details of this complete lead will be sent as an email to this particular person's email address. So we'll just check the email inbox. Both the team members share the same email inbox over here. We'll just go to the email inbox, and yes, here you can see the email is received which says new lead assigned Pabbly Test. We have the name of the email, sender is Pabbly Connect, and here you can see in receiver into email the same email address of the team member to whom we have assigned the lead. And in this email body, you can see the details of the exact same lead which we have entered in our Google spreadsheet tables. So we have tested this automation in real time, and this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same automation in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can just clone this same automation workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
So if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, or if you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can always write us in the comment box below or email us at support@pabbly.com. Also, you can post your queries on our forum as well. And if you want to check the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.